Hey ho everybody, Ginger Gargoyle here. Sorry, my bed's kind of messed up. I'm trying to keep things level, and the best way to do that on a bed is to mess up your covers and then get everything where they're supposed to be. This is part 4 of my Go Press and Foil machine usage. Remember I told you guys that there's a way of saving, let's see, give me a blank piece to go on here. Saving these sheets. I told you to save all your sheets if you have them, because there's a way of getting, my daughter made that confetti, now it's everywhere. There's a way of getting all the rest of this stuff off in one fair swoop. Okay, I did that here. Alright, this is, remember when my daughter made her confetti balloons? Or actually, no, you know what? I don't think I did the confetti balloons for you guys. To tell the truth, I don't think I recorded that. My daughter made confetti balloons, and she cut up all these little tiny pieces of the silver and put them on top because she wanted to see if she could transfer on top a whole bunch of different colors, and we found that she could. Okay, but I saved the negatives, and everything got transferred off except for this, because the piece of confetti was sitting on top of this, so it actually stuck it onto this. Okay, that's why there's a little bit of blue there, but not here, because it got on here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this, and I'm going to use this piece. So, couple of things you need. First, you need the Go Press and Foil machine. Ooh, this is warm. Alright. Go Press and Foil machine. Where did I put? Oh, there's my foam right there. And then you need, here's the Go Press and Foil machine, which I have turned on, and it's saying it's cool because I don't have the lid down. You're going to need some silicone. Okay, you're going to need some sort of a squishy. Now, I'm using the Sizzix Squishy and Knock Knock. Okay, this is the Knock Knock. You don't need the Knock Knock for this, but you do need the Squishy. Sometimes you can get these in black. At Scrapbooking Made Simple, she sells the gray with the white Knock Knock, and she only sells them in a pair, because if you need a Squishy, you need a Knock Knock, and if you need a Knock Knock, you probably want the Squishy. So you get the silicone rubber. Okay, the silicone, yeah, I think it's just the silicone rubber. Alright. If you have a Cricut, a Cuttlebug. If you have the Cuttlebug one, I'm sure you can use that. If you have the one for the Spellbinders, I'm sure you can use that. I don't know if any other machines have those, but if they do, I'm sure you can use it. Do not use anything too thick, and don't use anything that can melt. Alright, then you are going to need, and this one's going to hurt, a metal shim. Alright, this is, ouch! This is the one which I picked up from Scrapbooking Made Simple, because I'm a brand loyalist when it comes to this type of thing. And since I learned how to do this from Stacy's videos, I decided I was going to use her shim. Now, you can buy shims. I've seen them excuse me. I had my teeth worked on this week, and I haven't had a lot to eat. I just got on solid food. Woke up this morning, my jaw was killing me, but that's a different story. I'll tell you at the end of the video if there's time. Okay, so I've seen that you can go to the hardware store and get these. It's basically the same thing as flashing that you can buy for your roof. So, now, the steps. You are going to need, let's see, I don't want that card. I just want a flat piece of card. Okay, you're going to need your negative space, okay? Whatever was left over on that sheet. You want to put that down on your metal plate. In fact, I'm going to move this out more towards the middle. And this plate gets real hot, guys. I will warn you now. Pretty side down. Then put your paper on the top. I got to put you guys down because I need to use my right hand to do this because, well, actually, no, maybe I can do it with my left hand. Actually, now that the plastic is warmed up just a little bit, I can put this exactly where I want it to go. So I want it to go that way. Alright, and then I'm going to place that on here. Remember, when you're looking at your card, you should see your pretty side. Alright, then you take your squishy, and you put that on top. Then you close it. Okay, and you can see the light is blinking. We have to wait for that light to get done. And I've noticed that I hear it click. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it click or not. Oh, you're listening to Night Stalker in the background. I've got my TV on tonight. Okay, now that it's green, let me put you guys back in my holder. Let's see if I can't move you guys in such a way that you can see what I'm doing. Now, because of the squishy, I have found with my Big Shot Plus, I do not need a shim. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys down here, and now I'm going to roll it through. And hopefully, I don't accidentally shut off the TV, because that would be a very sad thing. Okay, now, the squishy doesn't grow a whole lot, I've noticed, and I'm not exactly sure what's causing that. I don't know if it's because it's just not that tight, or just what it is. Remember to keep your roll slow. You don't want to rush through it. Put you guys back into the thing. Pull this out. Move this over. Okay, we're going to open this up. Now, I have to tell you, I was shocked. When I picked this up, I'm just going to grab it by this. You can see that the silicone mat sticks to the top. Oh my gosh, where did my paper go? It is stuck to my silicone mat. Alright. Now, let me take this off. Okay, it is stuck on my silicone mat, and it did shift. It did shift. Then I need to, because you can see that it's still shiny, which means that the plastic is still on. So I need to find that and pull that off. And you will see every piece is off of this. There is nothing left on this negative. And I'm sure there's a use for this negative, so I'm not going to throw this away. But look at the pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now, she used her stencils to do some of the imprintings, her metal stencils, and she was using really fancy pattern ones. And the negatives and the positives looked fantastic next to each other. Oh my goodness. But I also want to show you how great this foil works on black. So, hubby, remember I did the haul video over at Hobby Lobby, and I showed you that hubby bought me some new foil, or not new foil, some new papers. Well, I happen to have them. And I happen to have some of this pink pearlized left. Now, the pearlized one's kind of hard to tell. So what I do is I do this, and I do this, and the dull side is the side you want against your paper. The shiny side is the side that you don't want against your paper. Remember, because this is a pearlescent, so I want to be able to see that pearlescent. Let me grab my black paper and position this on there. Actually, this one I think I'm going to go this way with. And I'm going to stick it more towards the middle. It's really hard to show you guys because I don't have anything light in the background. There we go. Alright. So, let me put this on here. Alright, and then I'm going to place that, the foil side down, the gold press and foil side down. Then I'm going to close the mat. Okay. I want to push that back in. You can see it went red. I'm hoping I can get this one done. If I do, then that'll be the last one that I do for you guys. And I'll probably just do a special video about my tooth. Unless this happens to go over 13 minutes. Or 14 minutes. I think 14 minutes is my cutoff point. But yeah, so you're not wasting anything when you do this. You know, I bet you can use that plastic, the covering plastic for making shaker boxes, although those are usually a heavier material. So it's not as warm as it usually gets because of that silicone. So I can keep my hand on here, and it's pretty comfortable. This would have been really nice when it was so cold out, when we had that solar, well, it's not a northern vortex, it's not a polar vortex, it's winter in Minnesota. I'm sorry. But, come on, heat up. Tell me you're hot enough. Come on, I'm quickly running out of time here. I may have to do a part 2. If I do, oh, wait, maybe not. So, let me pull this out, put this in. Crank it through. I got to get it started at least. Okay, I got to get this started at least, guys. Hang on a second. Come on. Catch. Why are you not catching? It should be catching just fine. Because my silicone mat slipped. That's why. There we go. My silicone mat slipped down into the hinge. That's what happened. Okay. So now let's go through, and you will feel it tighten up as it gets closer to the stuff that you're working on. See, I wanted the silicone mat near the end so you can see that it does squish a little bit. Not nearly as much as it does with the knock-knock. And when you pull it back, it goes back in. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, if I have to split this in two, guys, I will do that at that spot where I said, oh, I have to split this in two. And it was at like 12 minutes and something, so. Okay, here we go. In fact, I know I'm going to have to split this in half because it just went over 14 minutes. Okay. So now I got my cardstock, and turn my machine off. Move this over so you guys